Children's Stadium in Fresno, California. It is week 8 of the EA Sports college football season, and the games are getting more intense. It's the UTEP Miners and the Fresno State Bulldogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, Fresno State's head coach told me pregame, this running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the UTEP Miners offense will have the football first. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. More than 300 yards passing and a couple of touchdowns last time out. Running inside, it's Jones. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. The Miners come to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick.
Caught, and he's got room. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down. New set of downs after the completion.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Looking for a man. It's Colson. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. He leaves it with his back. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle. It's McClain.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and place it.
Could be an out. Got enough space. Touchdown, Bulldogs. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
Anytime the pitchman is able to score on these option-type plays, there has to be great blocking downfield by the wide receiver. That was absolutely textbook, and that's what allowed the running back to go score.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Miners offense all set and ready to start the drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. And the Miners will hustle to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And he's knocked down. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Colson. Looking to scramble. Trying to escape it. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that's fumbles in consecutive weeks. Coaches don't like that. They start to, you know what happens is the trust factor goes. Window, I don't want to run you as much because I can't trust you as much, especially in big spots. Got to hold on to that football.
To the 10. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. Fresno State lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Flips it out on the screen. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. Barges ahead. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Pulls it on the option. Stopped in the end zone for a safety. He gambled on keeping it on the read option and couldn't find enough running room.
This defense smothered them on that play, getting the safety. They knew they were going to see option. They had great assignment. Football took everybody away. They didn't give the quarterback an opportunity to even pitch it. They swarmed him, tackled him in the end zone.
And so the Fresno State offense comes out onto the field. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager.
Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
Hand off to Jones. Nice move to keep running. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Miners want to crank the tempo. The corners are walked up tight. They'll run it. It's Jones. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Colson. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, UTEP! So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the 1st play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's McClain. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. Breaks into the open. Touchdown Bulldogs! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. That's reeled in. It's Henry. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. The run inside. It's Jones. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And the Miners in the hurry-up.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Gets the back moving. Back to pass, it's Colson.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
It's complete to the right. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Now the play fake. Finds his big tight end.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route run. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in zones. You got to get him involved.
From the red zone, it's Jones. And he gets it right on the cusp. Maybe a few pebbles short of a first down in that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be 4th down. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. They're not into 3s. They want 6s. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. He makes the stop, and they'll have it in the red zone after converting on 4th down. The Miners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Got it. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Back to throw, it's Colson. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Good right right down the boulevard. It's now a one-possession game, 16-10. He'll bring it back, looking for help. Makes a move. He returns it almost to the 35. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Solid work on that one. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Finds a little space. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Fresno State right back to the line. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down.
And he's really proven to this defense that he's just not a one-trick pony. He can beat you through the air, and now he can do this. Now he can take off and scramble, move the sticks, get his first down for his offense. This defense, they're...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. Martin will throw it. Floats it out in space. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass. Here's a heat. He's got it. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Bulldogs come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Wants to throw on first down. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
Wants to throw again. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And the Bulldogs looking to convert on 4th down. He might want another play. They'll run for it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Fresno State lines up with a 1st and goal. Now he's looking to throw it. Under fire. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Martin back to pass. Looking for the score. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. from the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Had to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking downfield on first down. And here's the third interception of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. He'll start this drive firing. Firing to the right, complete.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go to the air on second and short. It's caught. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point extends the lead to 16.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Wants to throw. It's Colson. Fires to the wideout. Fires it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Crosses midfield. The 30. And he was finding space, and he took it all the way back to the 22. This offense has it with really good field position. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. Right down the boulevard. That'll cut the lead to 13.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Dumps it to the back. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Offense changing the play. Martin will throw it. Moving away from pressure. Throwing right. Makes the catch. It's McClain. Oh, he's got some space. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. And it's his fourth interception of the night. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Martin back to pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Leaping grab for a big gain.
Man, I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
On target. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Wants to throw again. Looking left. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Now the toss. There's some room. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldog! And the beatdown has ensued.
And the offense doing a nice job mixing the option play on that drive. They're able to get the defense outflanked. Nice decision by the QB, pitching it outside wide, and the running back using his speed.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The UTEP offense headed out to the field to start this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jones. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Got a man. It's Thomas. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Miners come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to pass, it's Colson. Here's the pressure. Fires on the move. It's caught downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Miners are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Miners right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Jones. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miners. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones. And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty flag down, and I think the offense is going to pick up the first down. The defense was offside. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Tight end now in motion. To the air on first down. Rush is on him. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. They're dealing with a second and long. He's in open space downfield. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Now facing a third and long. Pocket breaking down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Fresno State will have to punt. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The Miners offense all set and ready to start the drive. Running inside, it's Jones. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And the Miners are in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally two guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
The Miners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Colson. He'll throw it. With the catch, it's Brown.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined, run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. DB's right up on the receivers. He's got it, first down and more. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, UTEP! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And he tacks on the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He'll start this drive going to the air. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Safe completion on the screen. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Martin will throw it. Buying some time. On the run, fires downfield. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. Looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. There he goes. Hits the slide, got the 1st down with his feet. And the Miners racing to the line in the hurry-up.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Back to pass. Dances away to buy time. At the 20, he's got space. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. The Miners will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quick completion to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Looking to throw, it's Colson. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, UTEP. And after being in a huge hole, they're all the way back, just 1 possession away.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the 2nd half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Leaves it with the back. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw for it. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it right down the field. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. That last big play has them in position to threaten here. 1st and 10 from the 37. Gain of right at 7 yards. 2nd and 3 coming. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Freeman. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Run in the red zone. It's Thomas. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football. They're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
Martin back to pass. A little release to the back. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. The Bulldogs are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. To the air on 2nd down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. After this long of a drive, you have to cap it off with a touchdown, and here comes 3rd and goal. Might be calling a hot route. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Quick strike through the air for the score. The Bulldogs answer right back with a score of their own.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. With the catch, it's Jones. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He'll take a shot. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Martin will throw it. Got his man. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Looking for a man. It's Colson. The throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. Going to try to get it himself. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He'll try to do it himself. He's got enough, and he slides to avoid the punishment, and it'll be a 1st down. Nice move there on 4th and short.
Imagine the pressure on that play. 4th quarter on the road, you're trailing, and it's 4th down. Your quarterback has got to make a play somehow, some way, and he's able to come up with it. And that just quiets the crowd just a little bit, and they gain so much more momentum because of that incredible individual effort.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. Right down the middle. Touchdown, Miners. Somehow they fought all the way back, and it's a 1-possession game. His 3rd touchdown of this game, and his 3rd on the season.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game. Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick. David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. Under fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. They're backed up, and they'll just throw it again. On the move, he fires. It's complete. Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Using the quick game.
Well, I know it's early in the drive, and you're just trying to get completions and get the drive going, but this is 2 minutes, and you're trailing. I mean, you've got to take some shots down the field and be a little bit more aggressive, put some pressure on this defense.
Makes the catch. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. To throw, it's Colson. Bringing the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Offense Offense still out there, lining up quickly on fourth down. On fourth down, going to the air. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking downfield on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get